The Lighthouse in the Silver Fog ****. On a quiet island far from the busy world, there stood an old lighthouse. Every evening, as the sun disappeared behind the sea, a thick silver fog would roll across the water. The lighthouse keeper was an elderly man named Elias. He lived alone, but he never felt lonely. The gentle rhythm of the waves, the cries of distant seagulls, and the warm glow of the lighthouse were his constant companions. One evening, the fog arrived thicker than ever before. The sea became soft and silent, as though wrapped in a blanket of clouds. Elias stood by the lighthouse window, watching the horizon. Then he noticed something unusual. Far out in the mist, a tiny light was slowly drifting toward the shore. Curious, Elias made his way down to the small dock below the lighthouse. As the light drew closer, he realized it belonged to a little wooden boat. But the boat was empty. There was no sailor. No passenger. Only a small wooden box rested in the center. Carefully, Elias lifted the box and noticed a message carved into the lid. ***, this is where lost dreams come home. ***. The old keeper opened it slowly. Inside were hundreds of tiny glowing lights, sparkling like stars captured from the night sky. Each light seemed alive, carrying a memory, a wish, or a forgotten dream. As Elias touched one of the glowing lights, he suddenly remembered a dream from his childhood. Long ago, he had wanted to sail across every ocean in the world. Life had led him to the lighthouse instead. Yet somehow, that dream had never truly disappeared. The tiny light brightened in his hand. Then it floated gently upward, drifting through the open window and into the night sky. One by one, the other lights followed. They rose above the fog like golden fireflies, climbing higher and higher until they became new stars shining overhead. Soon, the entire island glowed beneath a sky filled with countless lights. Elias smiled. Perhaps dreams never really vanish. Perhaps they simply rest for a while, waiting for the right moment to find their way again. The night grew deeper. The waves whispered softly against the shore. The lighthouse beam turned slowly across the sea, guiding unseen travelers through the darkness. Outside, the silver fog wrapped itself around the island like a warm blanket. Inside, Elias settled into his favorite chair and closed his eyes. The sea was calm. The sky was calm. The lighthouse was calm. And somewhere above the silver fog, among the newest stars in the night, forgotten dreams drifted peacefully to sleep. Good night, crescent moon sparkles.